Once upon a time, in a village nestled at the foot of a great mountain, there lived a dancer named Mira. Her movements were fluid, her passion undeniable. Every evening, she would dance by the light of the village bonfire, captivating everyone with her grace. People said her dance was like a flame, untamed, wild, and full of life. One night, an old wanderer came to watch her. He stood at the edge of the crowd, silently observing. After her performance, he approached her and said, "You dance beautifully, but your flame will burn you if you do not learn to control it." Mira was taken aback. No one had ever spoken to her like this. She had always believed that passion was enough, that to be free meant to let her spirit soar without restraint. The wanderer saw her confusion and offered her a challenge dance, not by the fire, but with it. Curious and intrigued, Mira accepted. The next evening, the wanderer brought her to a secluded place, where a single flame flickered in the darkness. "Dance with this flame, but do not let it go out," he instructed. At first, Mira moved as she always did, wild, free, unrestrained. But the flame flickered dangerously, nearly extinguishing with each of her bold movements. She stopped, frustrated. The wanderer's voice came from the shadows. "Passion without control is chaos." Mira took a deep breath and began again, this time moving more mindfully, with focus and intention. She danced close to the flame, feeling its warmth but never allowing it to flare or fade. As she did, something shifted within her. Her movements became more deliberate, more powerful. The flame remained steady, its glow bright and unwavering. The night passed, and when dawn broke, Mira understood. Passion, like fire, needed both freedom and control. Too much restraint, and the flame would die. Too little, and it would consume everything in its path. She returned to the village, her dance transformed. The villagers noticed the change, though they couldn't quite explain it. Her movements were still full of life, but there was a depth to them, a balance that hadn't been there before. Mira had learned that true freedom was not the absence of control, but the mastery of it. And from that day on, whenever Mira danced, it was not just for the joy of movement, but for the wisdom she had gained, a wisdom as old and powerful as the flame itself.